Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hey, Jesus Paul.
Hello.
Jesus Paul. Hey there.
Jesus Paul, Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jesus Paul.
Nityananda,
Good.
Advaita, Jesus Paul.
Two parts.
Okay.
Jesus Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus Paul, Prabhupada. Jesus Paul, Prabhupada. Jesus Paul, Prabhupada. Jesus Paul, Prabhupada.
I'm
Jesus
going to
Paul.
mute myself for a minute.
Jesus Paul Prabhupada. Sri Advaita Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Advaita Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra. Jesus Sri Advaita Nityananda Sri Advaita Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra. Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gauranga Gauranga Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Jesus Paul Prabhupada, 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 Jesus Paul Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga 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 Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Krishna. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, we'll read a little bit from the Srimad Bhagavatam here. This is 10th canto. 10th canto. Let's see here. Oh. Yes. Okay. So this is. Let's see here. Prayers by the demigods for Lord Krishna in the womb. Let's see. The advent of Lord Krishna. Yeah. This is the advent of Lord Krishna. We'll just read for a little while. It's getting a little bit late for me. Ready to hit the hay soon. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, 1st Chapter. King Parikshit said, My dear Lord, you have elaborately described the dynasties of both the moon god and the sun god, with the exalted and wonderful character of their kings. O best of the Munis, you have also described the descendants of the Yadus, who were very pious and strictly adherent to religious principles. Now, if you will, kindly describe the wonderful, glorious activities of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, who appeared in that Yadu dynasty with Baladev, his plenary portions, his plenary expansion. The Supersoul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the cause of the cosmic manifestation, appeared in the dynasty of Yadu. Please tell me elaborately about his glorious activities and character. From the beginning to the end of his life. Purport. In this verse, the words Kritavan Yani indicate that all the different activities of Krishna performed while present on earth are beneficial to human society. If religionists, philosophers, and people in general simply hear the activities of Krishna, they will be liberated. We have described several times that there are two kinds of Krishna Katha, represented by Bhagavad Gita, spoken personally by Krishna about himself, and Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Shukadev Goswami about the glories of Krishna. Anyone who becomes even slightly interested in Krishna Katha is liberated. Yeah. So you see how powerful it is, this talking about Krishna. And look, at so many people are coming here, and they really relish hearing and or even speaking. Yeah, speaking about Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and Lord Caitanya is the same Lord. He is a liberator. You're liberated just easily, simply by hearing from devotees who have real devotion. And you become enlivened by that, by those talks about Krishna. It's a very good symptom. Okay? Ah, mm. Simply by chanting or repeating Krishna Katha, one is liberated from the contamination of Kali Yuga. Simply by chanting or repeating Krishna Katha, one is liberated from the contamination of Kali Yuga. Chaitanya therefore advised, Yare Deka Tare Ka Krishna Upadesh, Majjalila 728. This is the mission of Krishna consciousness, to hear about Krishna and thus be liberated from material bondage. So that's the essence. That's the process. Trust the process. See, because if you become enlivened by talks of Krishna by a devotee, an actual devotee, who actually has this spontaneous love of God, and you become attracted, you very easily get liberated. Whereas people that try for this liberation by some meditation practice have to work really hard for it. And the devotees are liberated, and they're not even interested in liberation. Liberation is like a perk. It just comes with the territory of devotional service. Okay? Whereas a person trying for liberation, with great discipline and all that, what they get is just liberation because they don't know the goal is Krishna and relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's right. Trust the process. It's amazing, isn't it? It's so simple. So Prabhupada explains these things in his purport. So it's really nice, and it's so nice just to elaborate on that, to make it more clear, and also bring it to the deeper level. so that people can understand it's about becoming really um, attracted to hearing Harikata, not just, well, my body is here, but my mind is somewhere else. And I'm really not an interested. I'm just trying to do my duty, of going to church and to the temple and listening to the Bhagavad Gita. No, you actually become enlivened, spiritually awakened and enlivened. Mm. I think I'm losing it now, getting really tired, but I'm going to push on a little bit. This is the mission of Krishna consciousness, to hear about Krishna and thus be liberated from material bondage. Remember, we were talking about being a superhero. Um, this is practic. This is how to be where anybody can become a superhero. It's not just for the Marvel comic characters and those movie stars who get a lot of money. They don't get what the people get here, because here you become a real superhero, because the human and divine uh, uh, awaken. This relationship awakens, and this is very empowering. Okay? Very empowering. And you become souped up, like a souped up human being, like one of these souped up classic cars. They put a turbocharger on it. You're still the same car, but it's got a more power. Oh, that's what this linking process is here. And simply by coming to these classes and hearing about Krishna from somebody who is naturally attracted to Krishna's name and pastimes. See, and then you get this, and then you pass this on too. You start telling stories about Krishna here, and to your friends, and they also become enlivened and purified. Now that's a miracle, huh? There's Janaki. She says, "My ears are wanting to be here more than my tongue wants food." Oh, that's amazing. See, that's the liberated condition. Ah. See, if in this verse, words Katyayani indicate that all the different activities Krishna performed while present on the earth are beneficial to human society. If religionists, philosophers, and people in general simply hear activities of Krishna, they will be liberated. See, you can come from any background. You don't have to be a sannyasi or something special in society. This is open for everybody. This same goal, which is actually this is the candy is the liberation. You could be liberated. You see, devotees got something more than that. They call pure devotion, pure devotional service. You serve the name and the fame and the pastimes by relating this Hari Katha. See, and then it awakens our devotional relationship with the Lord. Yeah, and that's more than liberation, but liberation is just a kind of comes along with it. Uh, I get really tired, but I feel like I want to push on. Keep trying. Okay, next verse. Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is performed in the parampara system. That is, it is conveyed from spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the false temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation. Yeah, and so that's what you learn here, and um, generally people don't know that this false being is just temporary. We glorify and worship and serve that which is temporary, or those who identify what is temporary. So they're weak. They're not strong people, and they can't really help you. Not very much in this world. See, so that's why when you're done, one of the things we teach here is not to glorify that which is of this temporary manifestation, and those who identify with this temporary manifestation. Yeah, no, we glorify and worship and praise those who identify with the spiritual manifestation of the Lord, the eternal. See, they have this relationship. They have a transcendental, awakened, feeling relationship with God. See, that's the liberated condition. And simply by hearing about Krishna from those persons, then you get very quickly purified because you're hearing the conception of Krishna as he is from an experienced devotee experiencing Krishna as Krishna is. Yeah, Krishna or Christ or Lord Caitanya, whatever their deity is. It's very powerful. Uh, So people have to surpass the putana obstacle, and that's why this is a disciplic line. You get a bona fide guru and you become a bona fide disciple. In other words, you come to the point of faith in a realized soul. You see they show you that they are empowered by the spiritual potency. And as you become a student or a disciple, you hear from them, and you learn all these subtle truths. And one is not to glorify the false material temporary manifestation. See, because that'll keep you in this system here of the world. But if you meditate on and glorify and praise that which is transcendental, this lifts our vibration, our consciousness up, and our energy comes up into the heart, and this spontaneous love awakens. Uh, yeah, I'm pushing through. I'm really like ready for bed, but I don't know. This is kind of. I'm gonna just keep trying, keep going for it. All right, here we go. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in the temporary false glorification of cosmic manifestation. And most people still are doing it naturally because as as human beings, even though we're in the human condition, this is all the reflection of the absolute eternal spiritual truth. Yeah. See, yeah, that's great. See, Maria, this is amazing. That you get it intuitively. Yeah, you're right. It's absolutely important. These things. This is like the key to life here. This simple truths there in these verses. See, all I'm doing is Prabhupada. He's just taking the verses and then giving purports and fluffing it out, and we fluff it out more, just trying to make it more clear. So people really get that. Oh, really? Oh, I just come to sadhu sangha here, and I can become liberated. I can get the highest benediction of life. I can get love of Krishna very easily. Yeah, yeah, that's right. See, but a lot of people, even though they may hear it once or twice or a few times, they still don't get it. See, so but this is if you want out of illusion, if you want out of this lila of the material manifestation, this is a pastime, or the indirect pastimes of the Lord in illusion, and it always comes to the point of uh, birth, death, old age, and disease. That's all the living entities get. Doesn't matter if you're an elite person or you're wealthy or what, everybody is going to suffer birth, death, old age, and disease. And this finishes it. Just coming here and hearing about Krishna and becoming attracted, which is very easy. Very quickly, you just don't want to even read mundane books. You just want to read about Krishna's glories because that gives you what you want. Like some may be thinking, like Sachi thinking, well, no, I want to read this, and okay, that's fine. You just do that, but ultimately, You know, you and anybody else that is taking shelter of psychologies and all that stuff. The reason why you're doing it is because you want to be happy, you want to be liberated. So gradually, by and by, you start to give up those toys, and you realize, oh, this is all I need to straighten out my mind, straighten out my emotions, because when ecstatic love awakens, everything is purified, everything is perfect. No need to fix anything anymore. It's not broken now. See, what's making us broken, in a broken condition, is our spirit is broken. You know how those horses, you see them going, and they're wild horses, right? And these riders, they go and capture them, and then they sit on the back of the horse, and it's bucking, right? See, spirited horse, it's got the spirit. See, they want to break the spirit. Well, that's what Maya does. She's already engaged in breaking people's spirit, like good people in the mode of goodness. They're rebelling against this dystopian future of the demons. It's all going on right before everybody's eyes and ears and everything right now. Is hell and heaven has come to the planet now, and is manifesting this war. You see, and so the demons want to get rid of the non-compliers. See, and the good people, they want to, they're trying to tell people that they're being lied to and cheated, and this new world order wants to come out. The idea is the new world order, this great reset, is to basically have a serf system. And actually, it's more or less been like that anyway. This actual democracy that we have now is just kind of a recent addition. Basically, there's always pretty much been kings and queens and slaves, or people who are citizens, but you know, not exactly. Yeah, yeah. And so anyway, the this is going on here. Um, but for anybody, whatever situation one is in, if you hear from devotees, you change. You're transformed into. You understand the truth. You realize, oh, I was weak. I was in the modes of nature. I was a demon. I was a good person or a demigod. Simply because I didn't understand the Lord. I didn't understand this transcendental manifestation. Okay? All that you learn here. What is the transcendental manifestation of the Lord? See, and take shelter of that. And then you see devotees who are already at the advanced position in their experiencing this shelter, and this gives encouragement to people that may not have it so strong. Maybe they have just a little bit. uh, yeah. So therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord except a butcher or one who is killing his own self? Now this is the truth that people don't know, and if you say it, people think, oh, why is it so negative? But that's really, the Bhagavatam just reveals these truths, and people, they don't even know that they're a butcher of one's own soul. Mainly means, basically, if you're not liberated in by being in God, see, in His glorification, and then awakening the Lord in you, you're going to take another birth. So that means being butchered somehow or other. You're going to die by either by accident or by maybe you're engaged in a war, old age. Okay? So there'll be some suffering. Everybody knows that. Okay? So when this is truth, so if you come and you hear long enough, this will sink in. You realize, well, I don't want to be a butcher of my soul. Let me discuss the activities of Krishna with real devotees who are only interested in the glorification of what is eternal. See? That's why you become ecstatic. And very easily now you become ecstatic here. When you have a bona fide spiritual master, you become a real disciple by, you realize, you accept this guru, and you accept those teachings from all angles of vision. You realize, I'm not being cheated. This is not a manifestation of Maya. See, this is really makes sense. That simply by hearing the holy name and chanting the holy name, I can be liberated, because not only am I feeling liberated, or maybe I'm not feeling it so much because I'm a beginner, but look at the others who are more advanced in this sangha. See, we got all these helps, assistance. So that's really no excuse not to attain salvation from this illusion. I don't like that name, actually, salvation. To attain pure devotional service. But it'd be nice to be saved from being in this miserable condition too, right? Yeah. Okay, I gotta stop, man. I just ready for bed. So thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you in the morning. Hi.